Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Just going to do a quick video talking about should you start a game collection in 2019, I suppose. And I think the quick answer would be yeah, absolutely. A buddy of mine at work today, he asked, should I start a game collection? Because he's seen my game room, pictures of all the stuff I had back in Germany, and he's like, I always wanted a game room. Do you think I should start collecting? How hard is it? Had a lot of questions, so I kind of thought it'd be a good video topic. And yeah, absolutely. When I started collecting, I didn't really think I was going to kind of collect as much as I did, but when I was in Germany, it was really tough just finding any games. I wasn't really trying to find specifically, like, say, for the GameCube or for the PS3 or something. So anytime I would see someone selling some games, I would just kind of jump on it and try and get anything I could, because in the military station over in Germany, there's not a ton of Americans, so to get like American copies of any games, it was really tough, because I didn't really want German or European PAL games. So I pretty much bought whatever I could get my hands on, and that kind of started me getting just any kind of game. But for someone kind of coming in right now, trying to collect, I think you should probably, you got to consider, space and price, cost of owning and maintaining a game collection, because I think that's kind of the two big worries, especially for my friend and for many others. And space is a big issue for me. In Germany, the house we stayed in had a huge open attic, and that was my game room. It was just unlimited space, really. And if you saw my last video on my recent pickups, you'd see that the game room that I have now is, where I'm moving into, it's tiny. And in the video I mentioned, it's about like 6 of those was what my game room was before. That's kind of an understatement. The other one was much bigger. This is very, very small. And yeah, it's going to be kind of interesting trying to fit it all in, space constraints. But, we'll make it work. Cost. I don't buy my games off of eBay, really, or like gaming websites that resell. I do go to GameStop sometimes. They have good prices on older, it's kind of hard to say, GameStop's mixed. I go to some of these places sometimes, but like most game collectors, the best place to look for older retro games, used games, is of course flea markets, yard sales, thrift stores, stuff like that. So cost, it can be mixed. Some people kind of know what they're selling. You just have to kind of, you just have to know, and it takes time to learn whether you're getting a good price or a fair price or a bad price. You just have to search around. You see someone selling something on like the Facebook Marketplace. That's somewhere that I look quite frequently, and you see someone selling something, it's $20. You're like, oh, that's a lot of money for one game. If you don't have a ton of money, look around. Is this a good price? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, and you got to make that determination for yourself. If you have like a low-paying job, it might be kind of tough. Do you want to collect and keep the games, or do you want to try and sell them to buy more games? It's constant back and forth. If you want a retro collection, of course, it could be very expensive. So in the end, should you start a collection? I guess it's up to you, but I would definitely recommend it. I have a lot of fun hunting, I suppose, for games, going to thrift stores and flea markets. I've always enjoyed going to yard sales and stuff like that, and searching through boxes to find games is it's just something I've always done. And yeah, maybe you're not really into that, and that's okay. If you're not, maybe game collecting isn't for you. I don't know. I like having friends over. My stepbrother, he comes up. We'll definitely gotta play some games. Obviously much closer now. And yeah, just having a large shelf of games to choose from is pretty great. So maybe you're not really interested in retro stuff, and you gotta look. Probably the best way to start is to pick a specific console, say the GameCube or the original Xbox, something simple maybe you had as a child, and maybe start kind of like collecting, just for a specific console, just kind of going one at a time and seeing where it goes from there. I'd recommend going to RF Generation. I'll leave a link in the description. They have things you can print out, whole catalog sheets. I showed in my last video on my game rooms that I'm starting to catalog my game collection, and that's something you can kind of go and maybe highlight what games you want for, say if you were collecting for the Xbox, I want this, and you can go start searching, check all the places, eBay, GameStop, JJ Games is a website. You can start looking through your Facebook Marketplace and just, start there, start simple. I would recommend the original Xbox, those are pretty cheap. But yeah, so that's all I have to say about that. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Should you start a game collection? Do you guys have any questions about starting a game collection? I've been collecting for about 3 years, I guess. 2 years, 2, 3. So not too long since I've really gotten into it. I was kind of collecting before then, but I didn't have a job before then, so it wasn't really going hardcore, I suppose. But yeah, I'm going to start doing recent pickup videos probably every week or so. So I just did one 2 days ago. I've already picked up a few more games, going to thrift stores. So I'm going to try and do those every week. Hope you guys enjoy those. And I did mention in my last video that I'm going to start collecting, I've been collecting Wii U games. I'm going for a complete set. So I hope you guys want to join me on that journey to get, I think it's 186 games. I've got about 45, maybe 50. So about a fourth of the way there. Yeah, thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.